What's going on, everyone? It's GentooMan here, also known as Rainy. It is 3 o'clock in the fucking morning right now. I can't sleep. I feel like I haven't slept for like a week because I haven't slept for a week. I mean, obviously I haven't actually not slept for a week because that's physically impossible without doing serious damage to yourself. But I haven't been sleeping very well, and I should be asleep right now, but I can't. So instead, I'm recording videos. Anyways, you guys don't really give a fuck about whether or not I'm sleeping. So this is a story about the last couple of stories have been about weed and stuff, and those have done pretty well. So I thought about doing this story because I just remembered it. Title of this video is probably gonna be King's Cup or something, because that's what this story time is about. It's about a drinking game, so similar kind of vein. I'm not going to waste too much more time because I've already wasted enough time on this dumbass intro. So let's get into it. OGs on the channel might remember probably about a year ago now, probably a bit more, probably more like a year and a half now. I posted a video called Sleeping with Four Girls Now. That one takes place on a camping trip, and this story time for the most part takes place on the same camping trip. Subtle plug if you want to go watch that video. It's something. Anyways, we'll we'll get into this one. So on this camping trip, one of the girls who was on the camping trip, we will call her, for the sake of this video, we'll call her Leah. Now Leah, she owned this game. Then this game was called King's Cup, and we've played it a couple times before, and I think there's a couple different variations of it, one of which uses a deck of cards, but this one was a special version that was specifically designed for it. Anyways, I'm trying to debate if it would be better to tell the rules now or tell the story. I guess I'll explain the rules now. So anyways, the rules of the game is that there's a bunch of cards, and you spread them out on a table or whatever you got, and you put a cup in the middle, and it's a drinking game, so everyone needs a drink. And you just start pulling cards. Whenever it's your turn, you pull a card. It tells you to do something, or everyone does something, and certain conditions met, that person drinks, or whatever it may be. And there's 4 cards called Hail to the King cards, and if you pull one, you have to pour some of your drink in the cup that's in the middle of the table. And if you get the 4th one, the last one, not only do you have to pour your drink, but you have to drink the cup. So you get this concoction of whatever everybody is drinking, right? So anyways, this is the game, and we've played this a couple times, and it's a good game to bring on a camping trip with friends. So this story kind of I guess it's a mishmash of stories, sort of. It's kind of the culmination of I want to say 2, I guess 3 kind of games of this. So the first round we played was late afternoon. We'd just gotten back from a hike. And yeah, we just decided to, sit around on our campsite, play this game. It was a bit of a bigger camping trip too. But the other group on the other side, they were kind of just doing their thing. So our group on my side, we started playing this game. And I'm kind of getting fuzzy on the details here, but I remember we were playing the game, and there was I don't know, it was just a chill time. We were doing good. Everyone was drinking coolers, more what I'm stuttering here, guys. It's the middle of the night. I haven't slept in a week. Anyways, we're all kind of just drinking coolers, right? Nothing too crazy, nothing that makes you worried to drink the cup, right? And we played a couple rounds of this, and all sorts of fun stuff happens in this game. There's one where there's some cards you can pull that it gives you an action to do, but you can do it whenever you want, and whenever you do it, other people have to do certain things. There was one in specific that was stop, drop, and roll. Now, if you got I forget what the exact action is. No, I think I remember. I think if you get that card, you hold on to it, and whenever you yell fire, everyone has to stop, drop, and roll, pretty much, right? And there was a fire ban, so we couldn't have an actual fire on this camping trip, because where I live there was a fire ban because they were worried about wildfires and whatnot. So we had this stove almost with a fake fire, and that was in the middle of where we were sitting around playing this game. So at one point, one of the girls in the group, she pulled this card way earlier, and she ends up calling fire. and we all try and get down, and like there's not a lot of space, right? So we all try and duck down around this stove, not into the stove, and try and get down. But one of the guys in the group, he just like swan dived backwards, like out of his camp chair, and I swear he ran into like the actual fire pit on the campsite, which is just like pieces of metal. And he just like we ended up giving him a pass because he was technically the last one to stop, drop, and roll, so he should have like drank a lot, but he just committed to the bit, so we ended up giving him a pass, and I think we like ended up punishing someone else. Anyways, like I'm not going to go detail for detail on every single thing that happened in this game because one, I don't remember, but it's just things like that, right? Like there was one, it's like a bomb shelter or something like that, and we all had to try and take cover under something, so we all dived like under the picnic table and got like sandwiched together. It was nuts. Anyways, we were having a good time. We ended up playing a good couple rounds, and when everyone's drinking like coolers and stuff, I guess the King's Cup isn't too bad. But after a while, it starts to get pretty potent. You know, people start drinking harder and adding more things to the cup. So I'm going to contextualize this next bit of the story with the fact that I'm not really a person that gets drunk. Like, A, like by choice, it's not really, like I don't love the idea of not being in control of my actions, but B, also I just like I have a very high tolerance. So it doesn't happen very often. I still stand by it. I don't think I got like fully drunk here, but here's what happened, right? So we're getting to the end of our round, and like the people from the other campsite had come over and they'd seen what we're doing, and they're like, oh, like, yeah, we want to play, like, can we do another round? And we're like, yeah, like, we're just gonna finish our round and then we'll get going on another round and we'll call you guys over. And they're like, okay, cool. So we're coming to the end of our round, and at this point, like, I haven't had a King's Cup at all. Like, I haven't lost. I haven't had to drink the King's Cup. I've just been drinking my own drinks. And I'm relatively fine, right? But as fate would have it, I was just thinking that, and I was thinking, oh, man, like, at least I haven't gotten the cup, right? And then I pull the fourth and final Hail to the King card. And I'm looking, I end up pick up the cup. I'm looking at the cup, and I'm like, this can't be that bad. Like, I've seen what people are drinking. Like, some people are drinking, like, a little harder, but, like, it's not that bad, right? Like, it's going to be fine. So I took the King's Cup, and I wasted no time. I just chugged it, because, like, what else are you going to do? Like, savor it? No. So I just chugged the whole thing, and I felt fine. I didn't feel like throwing up. I didn't feel like nothing until I start trying to look to my left, and I turn my head, and I realize I'm still looking forward. Dude, my ping was through the roof. My goddamn frame rates dropped. So that was a problem. So at that point, that wasn't great. I was trying to get a hold of my vision. So at that point, someone else in the group went and got the other group, and we ended up making this huge circle. And we started playing another game. But one of the guys from the other group, he had brought along on the camping trip like these bottles of like rocket pop flavored moonshine, I think. Like I don't remember exactly the flavor, but it was moonshine, and that was the drink that he brought over to contribute to the King's Cup, and also as his own drink. The man was a tank. Anyways, so I'm looking at this situation, and I'm like, I need to lock in, and like I'm trying to still play, right? Like I still want to be part of the fun. So the only thing I can think to do is I grab this family-size bag, like, you know, the really big bags, like a family-size bag of Lay's classic potato chips. I sit my ass down and I just start focusing on munching on these chips, and that's how I stay locked in, and it works. I am able to lock back in. I don't think I ended up playing the whole game, though. I ended up going to bed. But yeah. That's King's Cup, I guess. Like I said, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning right now. I guess this isn't really like a great story. There's not a lot of payoff to it. It's more of like this was a thing we did and here's what happened more than anything else. I don't know. This video is also almost 10 minutes. Jesus, did anyone watch this whole thing? I doubt it. Anyways, I'm just going to end this before I keep ranting because there's nothing else to the story. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. You all know the drill at this point. I love you all so very much, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.